Hi everyone. You already know what the title of this is. And before we unbox this, we're going to look at the specifications of the phone. Also, keep in mind that this phone is over 6 months old. And at the time that I'm putting up this video, I'm a little too late in the game. So for a lot of YouTubers out there, this phone may not be new to them, but it might be new to some people who haven't heard of the phone. And also, I've heard of this phone a few months ago, but however, it arrived here at my door 2 days ago. Let's go and look at the specifications, shall we? Looking at the specifications of both phones here, mine is the Google Pixel 4, while the big brother is the Google Pixel 4 XL. One of the things that attracted me to this phone is because I like small form factor phones. Because if you want something the size of a tablet, of course it's going to be larger than what it is. And you might as well just have a tablet. Maybe other people love larger phones, but for me, while the phone is smaller, you could carry it just about anywhere. You know, anything under 6 inches, it's fine with me. I'm very happy with that. So, what do I like about the phone? And what are things that I don't like about this phone that I notice in these specifications? I love the screen size, 5.7-inch AMOLED. I love the operating system, Android 10. And in the storage space, I chose mine at 128 gigabytes. They do have both phones. You could get whatever you want, either at 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabytes. Both the Pixel 4 or the Pixel 4 XL, doesn't matter. Here's what I don't like about it is it doesn't have it doesn't have storage for an external card. So if you're one that you like to do continuous video shooting, you better have some other means of external storage in order to use with this phone. Tap to pay service, Google Pay, I like that. Processor, Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor, which is nice. RAM, 6 gigabytes of RAM. That's just like my Samsung Galaxy S10e. The camera, it has some really nice pixels. Well, shown on paper. How are the pictures taken in real life? We're going to have to probably test this in a future video. And the video itself is 4K at 30 frames per second. Then we look at Bluetooth, which is 5.0. Ports, which is USB-C. This has no headphone jack. So prepare to get either a good pair of Bluetooth headphones, or you could just get the headphones that will connect with USB-C, because this has no headphone jack. I don't like that, but whatever. Time to get used to it, right? A lot of phones are ditching the SD card storage and also the headphone jack. They're ditching them, so we got to get ready for that. Also, one thing that I don't like is that this phone doesn't have a fingerprint sensor. The water resistant is nice at IP68. What I don't like about this phone is the battery. Look at this, 2,800 milliamp hours. Look at this. But the fast charging is nice, but the battery, I'll have to test that on day-to-day to make a future video and see how that phone is going to stand up to me. How the challenge of this phone with a small battery is going to stand up on my usage every day. I guess I'll have to find that out once I use the phone. Network support. which supports AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon. I have the unlocked version, so of course it's going to just support AT&T and T-Mobile and any other carriers that use SIM cards with those networks or something compatible. Colors. They have 3 colors here, which is just black, clearly white, and also orange. Why do they call it also orange for? That's really weird. My phone is the clearly white, which you will see. Price at $799. Well, the good thing on my phone was I noticed that the price was at $899, but they gave me a $300 discount at $599, making the phone really a good steal to buy for something that is over 6 months old. And you'd have to buy from Google, and the star score is 4 out of 5. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, the big brother, I will leave the description. I'm going to leave the specifications, and you can also look at that as well if you prefer, because maybe you might just want the larger phone versus the smaller one that I have. Now, this is the big brother phone, as you can see, the Google Pixel 4 XL, and the specifications such as the battery, which is what I like. To me, most of this stuff is the same. The only difference here is just the battery, which is what I like. Maybe you might like the larger screen size. Maybe you might like the screen resolution where it also changes. But from what I noticed, yes, the big brother does have a much bigger screen resolution, more than what the one I have is equipped with. So, anyways, let's go back to the phone and let's start unboxing the phone, shall we? Okay. Let's see what this box has to offer us. Nice. Really nice. So let's see what's inside the box. Well, we have the box of the phone, which we're going to set right over here. It seems pretty big and hefty. We're going to look at that shortly. And then over here, what do we have? We have this where it says, get Google Fi working instantly. Already have an account? Not on Google Fi? So, all right. So I'm invited to the SIM-free life. What I can say with this is, because Google has this service, all I can say with this is, would you like some fries with that? Next, we're going to try to get this phone out of the box and see what accessories are in here. Looking at the box of the phone, it does give some very unique art versus what I did with the Samsung Galaxy S10e. So let's take a quick look around here, shall we? Yes, the information that's in there. Can you guess it out? Nah, no time for that. Time to take the tapes off the sides and see what's inside the box. I'll be back. Now that we're facing the front of the box, let's dig inside. And as you can see, we're starting to see some accessories already. This is the USB cable. They seem to wrap it similar to the way Apple does it. Put this aside. See what we have in here. So right inside here is the charger. Let's take a quick look at that. Ooh, I like this. So see how the charger looks like? Right inside there, all you have to do is simply give it a good tug and it pulls right on out. Is this the fast charger? I don't know. But it seems like a nice charger for the phone. In most cases, this charger will probably be used somewhere in a bag or something. But what I like about this phone, and going back to the cable itself, if you look at this USB cable clearly, it goes from USB-C to USB-C, which is really nice. You could not only use this for this application that comes with Google, but you could use this with any other chargers that have the USB-C built onto them as well too. Really nice. Very nice. Very nice touch, Google. Love it. So set that aside and let's go further, shall we? Here we have what looks to be look at that. This is the SIM ejector for the phone. And with that, you have the SIM tray ejector, and we have some instruction manuals and some warranty information. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So we're going to set this aside over here. And time to unfold and unveil what we've all been waiting for. Here we go. The phone itself. Very nice. This thing is very, very, very nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with the plastic wrapper off. Or can I do this right now? I think I can. I don't have a tripod on my camera, so I'm doing this one-handed. So let's see. Oh, very nice. There, that's how you do it. Wrapper is off. Now, let's take a look at the phone. You know, what I love about this phone, it's got the metal on the sides, as you can see. And seems like the orange button over here is the power button, while the black button over here is the volume rocker. And so this is the right side, as you can see. This is the top. This is the left-hand side. And this is the bottom of the phone. This thing is like black everywhere. This is amazing. Are those, let's see. Are those two speakers right over here? Now I could be wrong. Is this how Google has it set up? Look at this. Are they stereo speakers? I really don't even know. Now, looking at the top over here, this is where you would see all of the cameras and sensors. And the bottom right over here of the phone. This phone is really clean. It looks really clean. It looks really nice. And if we look at the back, this is where you have the it looks like it's a triple camera setup with the flash in the bottom. So this is really nice. And as you can see here in the bottom is the Google logo itself. I'm trying to shine it towards the light because I'm not sure if it's visible on the video, if it's coming out. So yeah, very nice. One thing I want to do with this phone now is to turn it on to see if this phone has any juice in it. So let's see if we can try it out. Turn it on with the power button here. We're not going to dig deep into this phone because I need to set it up, but this is just my impressions. My very first impressions about the phone. Yep, I'm coming. So right now, as you can see, it's starting up. And this is the logo that I'm going to be looking at every time I start up this phone. And as you can see, this is where the phone, once it's set up and all, and we're not doing that in this video. I just wanted to simply start it up and just wanted to get over to the setup itself, and that's about it. Other than that, the phone really feels great to the touch even without a case. The only part that's glass is in the back, but what I like about it is that the glass itself, I mean, yes, obviously, well, you have glass in the front and in the back, but what I like about what's on the back, the glass that's in the back, it's a matte finish. It's not a fingerprint magnet on the back, unless if you touch the lens of the camera. That's probably about the only part that will suck, but other than that, you could touch this phone either in the back or you could touch it on the sides and get that middle slash matte finish on the glass here in the back, and this phone is not going to slip that easy. I love that part about this phone. It's a phone that you can grip it easy even without the case. But I have 2 cases that are shipping, and hopefully once I get the 2 cases, then I'll see if I could hopefully take the phone, do a setup, an initial setup, and hopefully get this phone up and running. Get this out of the way. There. All right. Sometimes you wonder how these companies package their things. Well, I just looked behind the box and I finally found this. This is an OTG dongle. Very nice touch, Google. Very nice touch. People can put their external media right on over here, and they can transfer their files to whatever USB device you desire. I did mention this. I did mention something when I was talking about it in the specs, because this has no external SD card slots. Then at least this will suffice. Very nice. So anybody with any USB flash drives, you're all set because the phone already comes with the OTG dongle. Make sure that once you transfer your data, put the phone on the table, and the less the frustration and hassles there are, because you could probably break the USB-C port, and you don't want that, because this port is the only port, like I showed you right over here. This is the only port that the phone has. So I might as well make the best of it and treat it right, shall we? One correction I wanted to correct before I unbox this phone back up again is that on the left hand side of the phone, if you can see clearly right over here is the SIM ejection tray in order to put in the SIM card. I didn't see that when I was taking the video, but as you can tell, this is my first time unboxing the phone, and this is your first time seeing it as well. Now, time to box it back up. Alrighty then, so we are one step closer to boxing this thing back up again. Yeah. Okay. We are back where we started. And this thing is fully boxed up. And I needed no tape to box this thing back up again. Isn't life wonderful? If you liked the video or if you didn't, please give me a like or dislike. Doesn't matter. If you would like to subscribe, please do so. More videos coming like this in the future. And thank you for watching.